Two stars orbit. One grows stronger, the other begins to disappear. Not exploding, not escaping, being consumed slowly. Space looks empty, silent, still, endless. But signals repeat, stars collapse, planets burn. Some things out there should not exist. This is space horrors, the universe that should not exist. A star can look alone, a single point of light, steady against the dark void. But many stars are not alone at all. They are locked to another star by gravity, circling a shared center, pulling on each other every second. Most of the time, that orbit looks stable, almost peaceful. Two suns moving through space together, a system held in balance. But balance is not safety. If the stars move too close, or one star expands, the orbit can become a feeding line. Gravity stops being background force. It becomes contact right now, and one star begins to take. Between two close stars, there is an invisible boundary. Not a wall, not a surface, a gravitational limit. It is a boundary defined by physics. Inside that limit, gas belongs to one star. Outside it, the pull from the companion becomes stronger. Astronomers call this region a Roche lobe. When a star grows large enough to fill it, its outer layers no longer stay contained. Gas begins to spill across the boundary. Not like an explosion, more like a leak in gravity itself. A stream forms, thin at first, then steady, then impossible to stop. This flow is relentless. The victim star is still alive, still burning, still orbiting. But its mass is no longer its own. The stolen gas does not always fall directly onto the other star. So, instead of dropping straight down, it begins to orbit. It carrying motion, angle, and speed. A disk forms around the feeding star, thin, hot, rotating violently. This is an accretion disk. Inside it, gas rubs against gas, layers shear past each other. Energy turns into heat, and the disk can shine brighter than the stars that made it. What began as a quiet transfer becomes a machine of friction and radiation. The stronger object does not simply receive matter, it burns what it steals. Feeding is not always smooth. Sometimes the disk stores matter, holds it, heats it, and waits. Then the system crosses a threshold. Material rushes inward. The disk brightens. The star system erupts in light. This is why some binary systems flare again and again. Not because a star is dying once, but because the feeding cycle keeps resetting. NASA observations have captured systems where a compact star pulls material from a companion, building a disk, then releasing the stored energy in violent outbursts. From far away, it looks like a sudden brightening, a cosmic flash, a star changing mood. But underneath, it is hunger becoming unstable. The feeding star is not the only one changing. The donor is being rewritten. Layer by layer, its outer material is pulled away. Its shape can distort. Its mass can fall. Its future can change completely. A star that should have evolved one way is forced into another path. It may be stripped down, reduced, left as a hot, exposed core, or pushed toward a remnant state it was never meant to reach so soon. This is the quiet horror of binary feeding. The victim does not vanish in one instant. It loses itself over time, orbit by orbit. The most violent feeding systems often involve something small and extremely dense. A white dwarf, a neutron star, or a black hole. These objects can be smaller than ordinary stars, but their gravity is concentrated. If a companion orbits close enough, that gravity can drain material away, pull it into a disk, heat it to extreme temperatures, and release X-rays from the violence of the fall. In these systems, the feeding object may be nearly invisible by itself, but the stolen material gives it away. A disk glows, jets may form, radiation escapes. The dead object looks active again because another star is paying the cost. A feeding binary does not stay unchanged forever. Every transfer alters the orbit, the masses, and the balance of the system. Sometimes the result is repeated eruption. The system enters a nova cycle, matter building on a white dwarf until nuclear burning flashes across the surface. Sometimes the system tightens, the stars spiral closer, and a merger becomes possible. Sometimes enough mass collects in the wrong place, and the ending becomes catastrophic. A star can be stripped into a remnant. A disk can collapse inward. A compact object can grow more dangerous. And the orbit that once held two stars together can become the mechanism that destroys one or both. This is not sudden violence from outside. The system builds its own ending. The unsettling part is how ordinary the beginning looks. Two stars, one orbit, a shared path through space. No impact, no invasion, no warning from the outside. Just gravity, time, and proximity. That is enough. Enough to pull gas across an invisible boundary. Enough to build a disk hotter than either star expected. Enough to strip a companion down to what remains. Space does not need a predator with intention. It has orbit, mass, and patience. And somewhere in the dark, a star is still circling the thing that is taking it apart. The orbit continues. It always continues. Not every ocean reflects sunlight. Some exist beneath kilometers of ice, completely isolated from the sky, and something may still move beneath them. The universe does not need monsters. It has gravity, radiation, pressure, vacuum, and somewhere beyond what we can see, the next anomaly is already moving. This is Space Horrors, the universe that should not exist.